It's officially back for another year, believe it or not, 101 years. It's the Fall Garden and Mum Show here at Gage Park in Hamilton. And I'm here with Marcia. So nice to see you.
Thank
what
you.
a beautiful display. What area are we in right now?
We are in the jungle theme.
Okay, and how long ago is this? This jungle theme's been around for a bit, right? People love to come and see it.
So the Mum Show has been around for 101 years. The jungle theme, I don't know exactly what year it was. I can find that out.
Oh, that's okay, but people love to come and see reoccurring themes. Like people
Yes.
come every year, they look forward to this show.
Yes, people come.
And every year you have a theme. So
Yes.
what's the theme this year?
The theme this year is a walk down memory lane, and it's to celebrate 100+1 years of the Mum Show, which is quite a long time.
Well, which is interesting, of course. 100 years passed, and sure enough, your anniversary last year on 100 years was during COVID. Right? And I mean, everybody can look back on last year and go, of course, right? But we can celebrate, and we will, and we continue to celebrate, so that's why it's a walk down memory lane.
Yes.
So tell me, we have all kinds of beautiful displays. There's all kinds of themes, like tons of themes as you walk through the show.
Yes, we have several themes. We tried to pick the most popular themes over the years, really from the 70s forward. That's where the best records are from the Mum Show. So we've tried to recreate similar setups that were in each of those Mum Shows.
And you have a pile of worker bees.
Yes.
Now the show will run, continuing on from today, running all the way through to Halloween Day, right?
Yes. Show starts tomorrow, Friday, October 22nd, and it runs until Sunday, October 31st. It's 10 to 6 daily.
Well, through the magic of television, we're actually airing this today, which is Monday. So the show is actually just running this past weekend, but it will continue on, as you say, 10 to 6 every day. And we're going to get into details when we come back. We're going to talk about all the logistics because, of course, we're still in the pandemic.
Yes.
And there's a little bit more that people have to go through, wearing masks and showing vaccine passports and that type of thing. We'll talk about those details when we come back. But again, it's the Fall Garden and Mum Show here at Gage Park in Hamilton. Really looking forward to this year. Hope I'm doing it right. I'm back here at the Fall Garden and Mum Show. I'm back with Marcia. One of the beautiful displays, and I'm one of the worker bees today. Well, I'm not really contributing that much at all. These guys are all working super hard right now. And again, the show continues on all the way through to October 31st from 10 to 6. Marcia, tell me about where we are right now.
We are in the shipwreck, and this is one of our Oasis features. These are one of the most popular things that people come to see at the Chrysanthemum show is the different Oasis displays that we make. And these are like a green dense styrofoam block. We fill them with water, and then these get created. So as you can see, what Lesley's doing is sticking cut chrysanthemums directly into the Oasis that are already soaking wet. That helps them survive for the 10 days of the show. Wow,
it's actually really satisfying. I'm really artsy, so I love this stuff. But of course, I'm just coming in and doing the final touches, but I can't imagine the work that goes into this, the preparation, the scope of this project. I mean, this is just one
of
many displays.
That's right.
Tell me again, just really how many flowers are being used and throughout the show?
There's over 100,000 blooms in here. That encompassed in the whole show, and over 200 varieties of chrysanthemums.
Wow, it's incredible. I mean, this is just, when do people start working on this show, leading up to the show?
Well, we start our preparations, the planning stages, like a year ahead.
Right, of course. Like, the second this show ends, you start planning
planning the next one. But this type of work, the construction we do during the summer when it fits in with our other work, and then the intense work of building it starts 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
and
it's
so
2 solid weeks.
Move.
Yes. Yep.
And I mean, there are tons of workers here.
There is.
And so one thing we wanted to talk about as well, of course, we'll get into details, is the logistics of the show and people coming in. Everybody has to wear a mask to come in because you are indoors.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then people do have to show vaccine passports.
They do. To come into the Mum Show, you have to have proof of vaccine and ID.
Okay, so that's one thing. We want to give everybody a heads up. You do have to register online in advance. You can't just show up.
Right.
Okay, just because also, you know, again, it's just a numbers thing too as well, right? Because of the pandemic, things are a little different than they have been for the last 100 years.
That's right, that's right.
Right, so there's just a heads up for people, but the show is free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Free admission.
Yeah, which is just so fantastic. Again, all these hard workers from the city of Hamilton. So you can go on to hamilton.ca/mumshow And look for tickets. And again, the show continues on all the way through to Halloween Day. So hopefully you can get in and see all the beautiful work that's been done here. We'll come back and tell you more. Good morning. Welcome back to the Fall Garden and Mum Show here at Gage Park in Hamilton. We're in the Japanese garden now, and there's so much history, 101 years of history here at the show. And let's talk a little bit about some of that history and also about how the community all steps in to contribute.
So in looking at pictures, I can see that when this first started, we used to have the old style greenhouses here. They're called Lord and Burnham greenhouses, and the mums were planted directly into the ground, and visitors were invited to walk up and down the rows of the greenhouses to see the beautiful blooms. So as the years have gone by and as it's evolved, themes have been added to help enhance the visitor's experience.
Yes.
And the community, so for each of these themes, we reach out to different people to provide props for us. So you'll see that there's bonsais here, and they have been lent to us by a bonsai group down in St. David's.
That really helps though, right? I mean, again, because I mean, you need the whole community to come together to put a project at the size that this is. I mean, this is just an unbelievably detailed show.
Yes, totally.
Right? And I love that you were telling me along, like the way the creativeness, if you look at this Japanese building here and what they've done.
Right, so our staff, like on top of being amazing gardeners, they're very creative in how they put these pieces together to replicate the look of a clay roof. They have used growing pots and cut them and put them together in such a manner that it looks just like a clay roof.
That in itself is a lot of work. I'm looking at that, the way it's all layered up. That's awesome. So this is the best part. So we have all these little worker bees around here from the city of Hamilton doing, contributing and doing all the touches on the show. But the show runs all the way till October 31st. And so they can come in and see some of the history because you do bring back some of the themes from over the years.
Yes, and in fact, as they walk into the show from the tropical greenhouse, there's pictures of previous shows on the wall, so they'll be able to see them.
Well, this is a show for everyone, from young to old. Everybody can come in. It takes about maybe half an hour to really kind of walk through.
Yeah.
Book in advance online if you can. Make sure you have your mask and make sure you have proof of vaccine as well with you and some ID.
Yes,
right?
That's
okay,
right.
We're going to come back. We have more to show you. There's so much to show you. We can't even get it all in, but it is such a beautiful show. And again, 101 years of celebration. Good morning. We're back at Gage Park on a beautiful morning here. The Fall Garden and Mum Show officially kicks off 101 years. I'm back here with Marcia. You're the superintendent of horticulture here in the city of Hamilton. What a beautiful show, fully detailed. We've been looking all morning at all the hard work that's gone into the show. It's unbelievable.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Now, looking here at this area here in itself, this is what greets you. Is you enter in through the greenhouse entrance. Funny story about that tractor, tell me.
Funny story. So this was loaned to us again, another prop, and this tractor actually works, and it was delivered into our yard. And I looked out my window, and there's like four of the staff there trying to figure out how to move it. And I came out and said, so tractors these days are all push buttons, and that's all they know.
And you happen to be a farm girl.
I happen to be a farm girl. I come from a fruit farm in Stony Creek. And so I came out and said, this is how the gear panner should work.
You're like, step aside, everyone. I got this.
So I got up on it, and I could find the gears, and I got the tractor moved.
That is the best. See, you know what? Past skills always come in handy. The multifaceted ones. So this is, again, the beautiful outside part here. The show runs all the way until Halloween Day from 10 to 6, right?
Yes.
So we're asking people to make sure they go online to try to book in advance because the show does get booked up, right?
Yes.
And of course, the protocol right now with the pandemic. Tell us about that.
When you come to the greenhouse, if you want to visit the tropical house, you can go into the tropical house and just make sure you do your screening. There'll be a sign outside regarding the screening. If you want to visit the Mum Show, we ask that you bring vaccine information and ID. You will need to show that, and we also ask that you're booking ahead so that we have a limited number allowed in there at one given time. So we're monitoring all that to ensure that we're safe with Ontario restrictions.
Just the stuff we have to go through right now, right? But you know what? It's nice to be able to go out and do events again, right? So people can come and of all ages. Just come and enjoy. Bring your wee ones as well. There's
Yes.
lots to see, lots of color, and lots of themes and fun things to talk about.
And beautiful flowers.
And beautiful flowers, right? And so much work has gone behind this. 101 years. So congratulations. That's pretty cool.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, well, good luck with the show. And again,
Thank
you can
you.
go on to hamilton.ca/mumshow to book in for free tickets and also free parking too. So you can pull in right here off Lawrence and park in the parking lot and have access to the show pretty easily. So hopefully you enjoy. And again, this just is what we look forward to every fall season. Thanks, Marcia.
Here's to the farmer.